English for your whole day. Speak and listen like a native. Introduction. Do you want to talk easily in English every day? Do you find it hard to follow along or know what people say? Are you new to English and want to use it every day, not just in class? Many learners feel lost, don't know where to start, or get upset when lessons don't fit their busy lives. It's easy to think speaking English well is too hard. But what if learning English could be easy, fun, and fit into the small bits of time you have each day? This book shows you a new way, a simple path made just for you. This book will guide you with an easy, step-by-step way for people who are new to English. We will show you how to use English in your daily life. We will help you speak and listen better. You will learn simple, common sentences and do fun, quick tasks that make learning easy and work for your life. Learning English should not feel like hard work. It should feel like a normal part of your day, from the time you wake up and say good morning to when you get ready for bed. There are many small chances to learn and get better at English. This idea of using your whole day to learn makes it feel easy and always happening. The main idea we use is called everyday English fluency. What does this mean? It does not mean speaking like a smart teacher or using hard words you won't need. Instead, everyday English fluency means being able to talk well and easily in the things you do every day. It means understanding and being understood when you shop, ask for where to go, talk to a friend, or order a drink. It means feeling good and sure when you use English for what you need each day. Our book helps you do this by keeping things simple. We use the most helpful, basic sentences that you will really use. Saying these sentences again and again helps you remember them and say them without thinking. You will learn by doing, by listening closely and speaking along. We will show you how to make your everyday moments into chances to learn. Everyday English fluency is the main idea behind using your whole day to learn. By practicing these simple, repeatable sentences all day, you will get this fluency without trying too hard. Think of it like learning to ride a bike. You start with short, easy rides, and with each try, you get stronger and more sure until you can ride anywhere. What makes this book special is our easy-to-follow method. We focus on speaking and listening because these are the most important skills for talking with others. You will find quick tasks you can do at any time, anywhere, maybe when you travel, while you cook, or even when you walk. Using headphones will help you hear the sounds and rhythm of English. Learning many useful phrases really helps a lot. This book is made for beginners, for those just starting their English path. We know you need clear help and lots of support, and that is what you will find here. As you read, you will see how we divide your day into small learning times, from when you wake up to when you get ready for bed. You will be asked to listen, say things again, and practice speaking easy sentences that make you feel more sure. Do not worry, it is all made for your busy life. Are you ready to start your trip to everyday English fluency? Let's begin making English a normal part of your whole day. With practice, you will speak and listen with more sureness than you ever thought possible. 1. Start your day with English. The first few moments of your day are special. Before the world gets loud, there is a quiet time. This is your chance to decide how the rest of your day will feel. For many people, mornings are the same things done over and over. Waking up, stretching, maybe looking out the window. You do these things without even thinking. This is why they are perfect for starting to learn English. Think about it. Your mind is still waking up. You do not want to do something hard, but you are doing things. You are moving. You are seeing. You are feeling. We can use these easy, everyday moments to build your everyday English fluency. This is not about hard lessons or difficult tests. It is about making English a normal part of your day from the very start. Imagine Maria. Maria was new to learning English. She felt a little shy. Her mornings often felt like a rush to remember what she had to do. She would wake up, feel a bit sleepy, and then hurry to get ready. Her mind was already thinking about her busy day. She wanted to feel more sure of herself. But the idea of sitting down for a formal English lesson felt like too much, especially before she had her coffee. One day, Maria decided to try something different. Instead of just opening her eyes and thinking in her own language, she decided to try a few simple English words. As her eyes slowly opened, she whispered to herself, "Hello, day." It felt a little strange at first, but it was also a bit fun. It was like a secret greeting just for her. Then, as she stretched her arms up to the ceiling, she said, "I am awake." She felt the stretch in her body. The words "I am awake" felt like they belonged to that feeling. It was not just a sound, it was a statement about her body waking up. This simple act of connecting a word to a feeling made it easy to remember. This is the main idea. Your morning routine is already set. It is a pattern you know well. We just need to add a few English words to it, like adding a little bit of shine. We are not trying to make a new habit. We are gently adding English to the habits you already have. This makes learning feel easy and natural, not like extra work. What are the very simple things you do right after you wake up? Think about it for a moment. Most of us open our eyes, take a deep breath, stretch our bodies, maybe sit up in bed, look around the room. Let's take these simple actions and add a little bit of English. When you first open your eyes, you can say, "Hello, world." Or, if you want to say it to yourself, "Hello, me." It is a simple greeting. It is a way to say hello to the start of a new day. This is a very easy way to start speaking. You are just saying hello to yourself and the day. It helps you feel more sure of yourself because it is so easy. After you open your eyes, you might take a deep breath. As you breathe in, you can say, "Fresh air." As you breathe out, you can say, "I feel good." This connects your breath to good feelings. The words "fresh air" and "I feel good" are simple, common phrases. When you say them while you are breathing in fresh air, or while you are feeling calm, the words become more meaningful. They are not just sounds. They are tied to what you are experiencing. This is a main part of everyday English fluency, making language a part of your real life. Then comes stretching. As you reach your arms up, you can say, "I am stretching." As you bend your legs, "I am moving." These phrases describe exactly what you are doing. It is like telling the story of your actions in English. This is a great way to practice action words. And because you are doing the action, you know exactly what the word means. You do not need a book to tell you. Your body knows the meaning. When you sit up in bed, you can say, "I am sitting up," and then, perhaps, look around your room and say, "This is my room." Or, if you see the sun coming through the window, "The sun is bright." These are simple things you notice about where you are. They use basic sentence patterns. These are the first steps to making longer sentences later. But for now, they are perfect for describing what you see. Why does this work so well for people who are just starting? Because it uses the power of doing things the same way and saying them over and over. Our brains like routines. When you do something the same way every morning, it becomes easy. By adding a few English words to these easy actions, you are teaching your brain to connect those English words with those actions. It is like building small bridges in your mind between what you do and what you say in English. Maria found that these small steps made a big difference. By the end of the first week, saying "hello, day" and "I am awake" felt normal. She started to add more. When she looked out the window and saw the sky, she would say, "The sky is blue." If she heard birds singing, she would say, "Birds are singing." These were not long sentences, but they were in English and she was saying them. She also started to listen more. Even before she spoke, she would play a short, simple English audio clip made for beginners while she made her breakfast. It might be someone saying common morning phrases. At first, she did not understand everything, but her ears started to get used to the sounds and the rhythm of English. This is the listening part of everyday English fluency. You do not have to understand every single word to get help from it. Just hearing the language helps your brain get ready to understand it. The most important help you get is the feeling of moving forward. Starting your day with a small success in English, even just saying hello day, makes you feel like you have achieved something. You practiced English. You used English. This good feeling makes you want to use English again later in the day. It is like a small spark that can become a flame. If you start your day feeling like you have already done something good, you are more likely to want to keep that good feeling going. Imagine if you spent your first 5 minutes of the day feeling a bit lost or unsure. It can make the rest of the day feel harder. But if you spend those first 5 minutes connecting with yourself and the world in a new language, in a simple way, you start the day feeling capable and full of energy. It is a gentle way to wake up your mind and your voice. Let's think about how we can make this even easier. The key is to pick just 1 or 2 phrases to start with. Do not try to do everything at once. Maybe for the first few days, you only focus on hello days you open your eyes. That is all. Once that feels completely normal, you can add I am awake when you stretch. Here is a simple list of phrases you can try, connected to common morning actions. Pick just 1 or 2 that feel right for you. When you first wake up. Hello, day. Simple and friendly. Good morning. A common, polite greeting. I am awake. Connects to the feeling of waking. When you take a deep breath, fresh air. Describes what you are breathing. I feel good. Connects to a good feeling when you stretch. I am stretching. Describes the action. I am moving. Describes general body movement. I feel strong. Connects to the physical effort. When you sit up or get out of bed, I am sitting up. Describes the action time to get up. Acknowledges the next step when you look around your room. This is my room. Describes your space. The sun is bright. If you see the sun, it is morning. States the time of day. The goal here is not to say words perfectly or to use complicated grammar. The goal is connection. Connecting the English word to the action, to the feeling, to the sight. When you say I am stretching while you are actually stretching, the word stretching becomes linked to that physical feeling. This is how language becomes alive, how it becomes truly yours. What if you do not feel like speaking out loud? That is also okay. You can start by just thinking the words. Or you can whisper them very quietly. The important thing is to work with the language. Everyday English fluency is about making English a part of your inner thoughts as well as your actions with others. Thinking the words is a strong first step. Let's look at Maria again. She started with just hello, day. Then she added I am awake. Soon, she looked forward to her morning English moments. It was not a hard task. It was like a small game she played with herself. It made her feel more in control of her day and more positive about learning English. She was not just learning English, she was living a little bit of English every morning. This feeling of being able to do things is very important for beginners. It shows them that they can learn and grow. The question of how to make this feel easy is answered by using simple things and doing them often. By connecting English to actions you already do, you remove the difficulty of needing to find extra time or mental energy. The connection comes from describing your immediate world. When you say the sun is bright, you are describing something you are seeing right now. This makes the English immediately useful and easy to remember. It is not an idea, it is something real. And for the question about the most common actions and how to add phrases, action, opening eyes. Phrase, hello, day, or good morning. Action, taking a breath. Phrase, fresh air. Or I feel good. Action, stretching. Phrase, I am stretching. Or I feel strong. Action, sitting up. Phrase, I am sitting up. Or time to get up. Action, looking around. Phrase, this is my room. Or the sun is bright. These are actions that almost everyone does when they wake up. They do not need any special things or places. It is just you, your body, and your space around you. By starting your day with these simple spoken connections, you are not just learning words. You are building confidence. You are creating a good feeling about English. You are showing yourself that you can use English in your daily life. This is the true meaning of everyday English fluency in action. It is about taking small, regular steps that build on each other, making the language feel easy to reach and possible to learn. Just as a good breakfast gives your body energy for the day, starting your morning with a few simple English phrases can give energy to your language learning journey. It sets a positive, ready-to-go tone. Now that we have set a positive tone for the day, let's explore how to keep this English energy going into the next part of your routine, getting ready. 2. English at work and school. Your work and school days are important. You meet many people there and do many things. Learning English for these places might seem hard, but it can also feel very good. Imagine understanding your boss, asking a friend in class for help, or just saying hello with a smile. We want to help you do this. This book will help you speak English well in your daily life, even when you are busy. English at work and school. Think about your normal day at work or school. What do you really need to say and understand? It's not usually long, hard speeches. It's more about the small, important moments. Maybe you need to say hello. Maybe you need to ask a simple question. Maybe you need to understand a quick direction. These moments help you speak English better. Let's look at the most common and useful English things a beginner needs to say and hear at work or school. You can say many of these things with just a few clear sentences that you can use again and again. Our book's way of teaching, by focusing on these important sentences, is perfect for this. Saying hello and talking a little. Starting your day with a simple hello or good morning can make a big difference. It helps you start talking more. Hello. Good morning. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Nice to meet you. These are not just words. They are like bridges to talking with others. They show you are friendly. Practicing these at home, saying them out loud to yourself, will make them feel easy to say when you need them. Imagine saying good morning to your teacher or your coworker. It feels good, right? Asking for help and information. Sometimes, you just need a little help. Don't be afraid to ask. Simple questions can fix big problems. Excuse me. Use this to get someone's attention in a nice way. Can you help me, please? What is this? When you see something you don't know. Where is the classroom? Or where is the bathroom? How do I do this? When you need to know how to do something. These sentences are like keys that help you understand. When you ask what is this, you are not just asking for a word, you are asking to learn something. And when someone tells you, you are listening and learning. This is using English well in your daily life. Using simple words to get the information you need to keep going. Understanding directions. Work and school often have directions you need to follow. It's important to understand what you need to do. Please sit down. Please open your book. Please write your name. Listen carefully. Repeat after me. Even if you don't understand every single word, try to hear the main action word and the main thing. For example, if you hear please write your name, you know you need to write your name. This is a very important part of listening for beginners. You don't need to understand every sound, but you need to understand the main idea. Basic needs at work school. There are many small things you might need during the day. Can I have a pen, please? Can I have some water, please? Thank you. Always important. You're welcome. The nice way to answer thank you. These simple exchanges are the most important part of talking every day. They are useful and help you feel more sure of yourself each time you use them. Listening is very important for understanding coworkers, classmates. Now, let's talk about listening. In a busy work or school place, you hear English all the time. Your goal is not to understand every single word, especially at the start. It's about catching the important parts and getting the main idea. This is a very important skill for speaking English well every day. Think about it like this. When you are in a loud restaurant, you can still hear your friend talking to you, right? You focus on their voice. You can do the same with English. How can people learning English practice listening well in a busy work or school place, even if they don't know much English, using the methods in this book? The answer is to listen closely and notice patterns. You have already started to learn many simple sentences. When you hear English, try to match what you hear with sentences you know, or with the types of sentences you have learned. 1. Listen for important words. Every sentence has important words. At work or school, these are often words for things like meeting, homework, report, and words for actions like start, finish, send, get ready. If you hear the meeting will start at 9 a.m., you know the main information, meeting, start, 9 a.m. 2. Listen to how the speaker sounds. Is the speaker asking a question? Are they telling you to do something? Are they explaining something? The way they sound gives you clues. A voice going up at the end often means a question. A strong voice might mean a direction. 3. Listen for sentences you know. You are learning simple sentences like "Can you help me?" or "What is this?" When you hear something that sounds like these, pay extra attention. It's like finding a familiar place in a new city. 4. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. This is the most important tip. It's okay not to understand every word. If you miss something, you can try asking politely. Sorry, can you say that again, please? Or I didn't understand the last part. This is normal and shows you are paying attention. 5. Use the situation. The place you are in helps you understand. If you are in a classroom and the teacher says something, it's probably about the lesson. If you are in an office and your boss says something, it's probably about work. Use the situation to guess what it means. Practice listening while you are moving your travel to work or school is a perfect place to practice listening. Listen to short English news clips. Many news apps have short audio reports. Try to catch the main topic. Listen to English podcasts for beginners. There are many podcasts made for English learners. Start with those that speak slowly and clearly. Listen to English songs. You might not understand every word, but you can get a feel for the rhythm and how words are spoken. Try to pick out words you know. Even a few minutes of listening each day helps a lot. It helps your ears get used to the sounds of English, making it easier to understand people when you talk to them. Speaking with confidence in small steps. The goal of speaking English well every day is to make you feel good about speaking English in real life. For beginners, this means starting small. Even a few clear words can make a big difference. We will give you simple sentence plans that learners can practice and use right away in these places. The most important thing is to practice, practice, practice. Let's imagine a situation. You are in a meeting and you need to ask a question. You might feel nervous. But if you have practiced saying, "Excuse me, I have a question," you can say it. "Excuse me, I have a question. May I speak, please?" Or maybe you are working on a group project and you want to share an idea. "I think we can." What about these short sentences are powerful? They let you be a part of things. They show you are interested. And with each time you do it successfully, your confidence grows. Practice tip: record yourself saying these sentences. Listen to yourself. Do you sound clear? Are you saying the words correctly? You can even compare your recording to how a native speaker says it. Many online dictionaries have audio for words. This is a private way to practice and get better without any pressure. Changing your daily plan to practice. Using your travel time is your secret tool for speaking English well every day. Your work and school days have many moments where you can practice, even for just a minute or two. Show how to use learning while traveling during commutes, breaks, or even while doing simple tasks at work school to make these specific sentences and listening skills stronger. Your commute, as we said, this is the best time for listening. You can also use flashcards on your phone or paper cards to look at words and sentences about work or school. Imagine looking at a card with "Can I have a pen, please?" while you are on the bus. Coffee breaks. Instead of just looking at your phone, take 5 minutes to practice speaking. Say a few sentences out loud, quietly to yourself. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Waiting in line. Whether you are waiting for coffee, lunch, or to give in a paper, this is a perfect time to review. Think about common questions you might hear or need to ask in that situation. Walking to your desk or classroom, use this time to think about a short conversation. Good morning. How was your weekend? During simple tasks, if you are putting papers away, organizing your desk, or waiting for a computer file to open, you can practice English in your mind. Think about the English words for the things around you. What is this? It's a computer. What is this? It's a chair. Before and after meetings, classes. Before a class, quickly review the topic. After a meeting, think about what was talked about and try to remember key words or sentences. The idea is to make English a part of your normal day. You don't need to set aside long times to study. You just need to notice the chances around you. Each small practice time is like adding a tiny piece to your fluency puzzle. Let's think about a real example. Sarah felt very shy about speaking English at her new office job. She understood most things, but speaking felt very hard. She decided to focus on just 3 sentences for her first week. Hello, thank you, and excuse me. Every morning, she said hello to everyone she met. When someone helped her, she said thank you. If she needed to walk past someone, she said excuse me. It felt small, but by the end of the week, she realized she had spoken English many times without feeling too scared. The next week, she added, "Can you help me, please?" And what is this? This slow way of doing things, using simple, repeatable sentences in real situations, is the most important part of speaking English well every day. Work and school can seem scary, but they are also places of constant learning and talking with others. By focusing on simple, useful English and by actively listening to understand, you can feel more confident and speak English better. Remember, every time you speak, even a few words, you are getting better. Every time you listen and catch an important word, you are getting stronger. By learning a few key sentences and practicing how to listen closely. 3. English for socializing. Making friends and feeling good when you talk to people is important. When you learn a new language like English, it can feel a little scary. You might worry about saying the wrong words or not understanding others. But it's okay. Learning to speak English with people is like learning anything new. It takes practice, and it gets better over time. Start with small steps and be nice to yourself. Think about when you met someone new. You probably said hello, maybe smiled, and told them your name. You can do the same in English. The goal is not to have long talks right away. It's about using a few easy words to connect with people. This is key for everyday English fluency. Remember, everyday English fluency means using English easily in normal, daily life. It's not about hard words. It's about using simple, helpful sentences for things you do every day. For talking with others, this means having simple ways to start conversations. Let's begin with the first step, saying hello and telling your name. Imagine you are at a casual party or in a park. You see someone you don't know. You can say, hello. These are friendly and simple. Then tell your name. The easiest way is, I'm your name. So, if your name is Maria, you say, hello, I'm Maria. It's short, clear, and kind. When someone tells you their name, it's nice to say something back. Nice to meet you is perfect. It shows you are happy to meet them. So, if they say, hi, I'm John, you can reply, nice to meet you, John. You've had a small, good chat. If you want to know their name, ask, what's your name? If they say, I'm Maria, you can ask, what's your name? They will tell you, and you can say, nice to meet you, their name. These words, hello, hi, I'm your name, nice to meet you, and what's your name, are your first tools for talking in English. They are like small keys that open the door to talking. How can you practice? Say them out loud when you are alone. Practice in front of a mirror. Say them to yourself while you walk. The more you say them, the more natural they will sound. You can even pretend to meet different people and practice. This makes you feel more confident. When you worry less about what to say, you can focus more on how you say it, with a friendly smile and looking at them. A smile makes you look friendly. Looking at the person shows you are paying attention. Even if your English is simple, a warm smile and friendly eyes can make a big difference in how people talk to you. After you say hello and your name, the next step is to keep talking a little. You don't need to talk for a long time. Just ask a simple question and show you are interested. A common question is, how are you? You can say this after nice to meet you. So, it might go, hello, I'm Maria. Hi, I'm John. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, John. How are you? The usual answer is I'm fine, thank you. This is a polite way to answer and ask back. This simple talk is a key part of everyday English fluency with people. It's a pattern that makes talking easy. You don't need to say a lot about how you feel. I'm fine is good. Another easy question is about where someone is from. This is often interesting and can lead to more talking. You can ask, where are you from? If someone asks you, say, I'm from your country. For example, I'm from Brazil. Or if you are in your country, but talking to someone new, you might say, I'm from your city region. People also often talk about what they do. This could be their job or if they are a student. A simple way to ask is, what do you do? If someone asks you, say, I'm a student or I'm your job title. For example, I'm a teacher or I'm an engineer. If you don't work anymore, say, I'm retired. The main thing is to give short, clear answers. You don't need to tell your whole life story. Just a few words are enough. And remember they and you? After you answer a question like where are you from? Or what do you do? Add and you? This is polite and keeps the talking balanced. It's like saying, I told you a little about me, now tell me about you. Practicing these questions and answers is also important. Practice with friends, family, or by yourself. Try to make your answers sound natural. Listen to how people who speak English well ask and answer these questions. You can find many examples online. Pay attention to how they speak. This helps you understand the feeling behind the words, which is a big part of listening well. Sometimes talks are about things you like or don't like. This is an easy way to find things you have in common with people. You can talk about food, music, movies, or hobbies. The basic way to do this is easy. I like thing. For example, I like pizza. I like pop music. I like reading books. If you don't like something, say, I don't like thing. For example, I don't like spicy food. I don't like scary movies. These simple sentences are very helpful. They help you share a little about yourself and understand what others like. If someone says, I really like coffee, and you like coffee too, say, me too. I like coffee. This is a small connection that can lead to more talking. It's also okay if you don't like something. If someone asks, do you like football? And you don't say, no, I don't like football. You can then add, I prefer basketball. This is a polite way to say you like something else. How can you practice saying what you like and don't like? Think about your favorite things. What food do you love? What music do you listen to? What do you like to do in your free time? Write simple sentences about these things. For example, I like chocolate. I like jazz music. I like walking in the park. Then practice saying them out loud. Try to think of things you don't like and make sentences for those too. This helps you use both positive and negative ways to say like. Besides what you like, there's also small talk. This is easy. Light talk people have to fill quiet moments or get to know each other a bit. Common topics are the weather, plans for the weekend, or general news. Talking about the weather is common. You can say it's a nice day, isn't it? The other person might say, yes, it is. Or, if it's raining, you could say, it's raining today. A simple agreement like yes, it is or oh, really, is all that's needed. You don't need to be a weather expert. You can also ask about weekend plans. Did you have a good weekend? Or what did you do this weekend? If someone asks you, give a short answer like, yes, it was good. I relaxed. Or I visited my family. If you want to ask them back, say, how about you? These are all ways to keep the talk going smoothly. They are not deep topics, but they help build comfort and connection. The important thing is to listen to the other person and answer simply. If they say something you agree with, say, yes, I agree, or that's true. If you don't understand something, it's fine to say, oh, really? Or interesting. The most important part of talking with people in English or any language is listening. Speaking is only half of the conversation. When you listen well, you understand what the other person is saying, and you can answer well. This is a huge part of everyday English fluency. It's not just knowing words. It's understanding the meaning and the feeling behind them. Sometimes, you will hear words or phrases you don't know. This is normal, even for people who speak English all the time. Don't worry. You have ways to handle this. If you don't understand, you can politely ask the person to say it again. A very helpful phrase is, sorry, can you repeat that, please? Or, more simply, can you say that again? If you still don't understand, say, I don't understand. This is honest and clear. It's better than pretending you understand and then being confused later. You can also try to focus on the main words. Even if you miss some words, you might get the main idea. Listen to their voice. Are they happy? This can give you clues about what they are saying. Another helpful trick is to ask for more explanation. For example, if someone says something you almost understand, you could ask, so, you mean try to say what you think they said? This gives them a chance to correct you or explain it in a different way. For people who are just starting, understanding fast speech can be hard. Remember that people often speak slower and clearer when they know you are learning English. So, don't be afraid to tell them. You can even say, I'm learning English. Most people will be happy to help and speak more slowly for you. Let's think about how someone new to English can stop being afraid to speak with others using just a few simple, confident phrases. The fear often comes from not knowing what to say or how to respond. But by focusing on a few reliable phrases, you remove a lot of that worry. When you know you can always say hello, I'm your name, and nice to meet you, you have a backup. You've already prepared for the first few moments. This preparation makes you feel more in control and less worried. It's like having a map for a new place. You know where you're going. Confidence comes from the success of these small, repeatable interactions. Each time you use these phrases and people respond well, your confidence grows. You learn that people are usually friendly and want to talk. The key is to practice these phrases until they are automatic, so you don't have to think too hard. This helps you relax and be more present when talking. What are the most important phrases for someone starting out to begin and keep a very basic conversation going, and how can they be practiced easily throughout the day? The most important phrases are greetings, hello, hi, introductions, I'm your name, what's your name? Polite responses, nice to meet you. 4. End your day with English. As the sun goes down, making the long shadows and ending our busy day, it's easy to think our English learning should stop too. We have spent time listening, talking, and maybe reading. Our minds might feel full, and thinking about more English can feel tiring. But what if I told you that the end of the day is actually one of the best times to make your English learning truly stick? It's like putting your new English words and sentences to bed so they are strong and ready for tomorrow. Think back to when you were a child. After a long day of playing and learning new things, your parents would often ask you to talk about your day before sleeping, right? This helped you remember the fun moments and understand what you had experienced. We can do the same thing with our English. It's not about learning new things right before bed. It's about gently looking back at and making stronger what you have already learned. This is a very important part of what we call everyday English fluency. Remember, this fluency is all about using and understanding English in your normal, day-to-day life easily. It's not about difficult words, but about making simple, useful sentences feel natural. And a calm, steady evening practice is a wonderful way to build that natural feeling. Let's imagine our friend Maria. Maria is a smart learner, full of energy. She would spend her mornings and afternoons working hard on her English. She would listen to short talks, say phrases again, and try to use them. But by the time evening came, she would often feel tired and confused. The new words would start to become unclear, and she worried they were just disappearing. One evening, feeling a bit sad, she remembered our idea of a gentle English wind down. Instead of trying to learn something new, she decided to simply think about her day using the English she knew. Maria sat quietly for a few minutes. She took a deep breath and said to herself, softly, "Today I learned English words." Then she thought about a specific word. "Today I learned butterfly." She smiled. It felt good to remember. She continued, "I practiced speaking." She even tried to say a simple sentence she had practiced earlier, "The sky is blue." It wasn't perfect, but it was hers. She felt a tiny spark of feeling proud. This simple act of remembering and repeating, even just a few sentences, was the start of a strong habit. Maria found that ending her day with a little English review didn't make her more tired. It actually made her feel more sure of herself and in control. The English she learned wasn't just floating away, it was settling down, becoming a part of her. This is the magic of a steady evening practice for building everyday English fluency. So, how can you, like Maria, make your evenings a time for English to truly sink in? It's all about making it simple, enjoyable, and connected to what you already do. Look back and make stronger what you learn. The most important thing you can do in the evening is to gently review. Think of it like watering a plant. You don't just water it once, you keep it fed. Your English learning needs that same gentle, steady care. When you review, you are telling your brain, "This is important. Remember this." This helps move those new English words and phrases from your short memory to your long memory, where they can truly become useful. How can you review? It doesn't need to be a formal lesson. It can be as simple as this. Think about your day in English. Try to remember 1 or 2 English words or phrases you heard. You can say them out loud or just think them in your head. For example, if you learn the word happy today, you could think, today I feel happy. Or if you learned how to ask how are you, you could think, how are you? To an imaginary friend, say your favorite phrases again. Did you learn a sentence today that you really liked? Maybe it was I like to drink tea or it is a beautiful day. Take a moment to say it out loud a few times. Feel how the words sound together. This simple repeating makes the phrase more familiar and easier to remember later. Write it down if you like. Some people find it helpful to write down a few important words or sentences in a small notebook. Don't worry about perfect spelling. The act of writing can help make the learning stronger. You could write, today learned, good morning, thank you. Here are some specific and simple English phrases you can use to review your day. Today, I learned followed by a word or short phrase you learned. Example. Today, I learned hello. Example. Today I learned how are you? I practice followed by something you did. Example. I practice speaking. Example. I practiced listening. This is useful when you think of a phrase you learn. Example. If you learned where is the bathroom, you could think, this is useful. I remember followed by a word or phrase. Example. I remember apple. Example. I remember I am hungry. These are not difficult sentences. They are simple building blocks that help you connect your day's activities with your English learning. The goal is not to test yourself, but to gently make it stronger. Connect English to your evening activities now. Let's think about how to bring English into the things you naturally do before bed. This is where everyday English fluency really shows its strength, making English a part of your life, not a separate chore. Even when you are tired, you can still use English in a relaxed way. Remember how we talked about listening and speaking along earlier in the book? This is perfect for your evening routine. Even if you only have 5-10 minutes, you can do this. Listen to a short, simple audio. Find a very short English audio clip. Maybe a few sentences from a children's story, a simple podcast for learners, or even a short song. Just listen first. Don't try to understand every word. Listen and repeat. After listening once or twice, try to say what you hear. You don't need to be perfect. Just try to make the same sounds in the same rhythm. You can pause the audio and repeat. This is like having a friendly English conversation partner right there with you. Simple bedtime phrases. You can also use very basic English phrases as you get ready for bed. Good night. Time for bed. I am tired. See you tomorrow. Let's take a clear example of connecting listening and speaking to your evening routine. Imagine you have downloaded a short audio story for beginners. You are feeling a little tired, so you decide to just listen to one short part. You play it, and you hear, the little cat sat on the mat. The cat was warm and sleepy. You listen again. Then, you try to repeat it, even if it's just the cat sat on the mat. You might have trouble saying sat or mat, but you were trying. You were making the sounds. This is powerful. You are not just listening without paying attention, you are actively taking part. You are connecting the sounds you hear with the sounds you make. This simple action, done regularly, makes your brain more comfortable with English pronunciation and rhythm. It's a relaxed way to practice speaking without any pressure. You are not performing, you are just gently taking part. Another way to connect English to your evening is through thinking about your day. Before you fall asleep, you can think about your day. Instead of thinking in your own language, try to form a few simple English sentences in your mind. Today was good. I ate dinner. I watched TV. Tomorrow, I will learn more English. These are not complicated thoughts. They are simple statements of what happened. But by practicing them in English, you are making the words and sentence structures you have learned stronger. You are making English a natural part of how you think. This is a beautiful way to build everyday English fluency because it shows that English can be your tool for thinking and reflecting, not just for formal study. Build confidence through repeating. One of the biggest problems for beginners is not having enough confidence. We worry about making mistakes, about not being understood, or about sounding silly. This is completely normal, but the evening review is a secret weapon against that fear. When you repeat phrases and sentences in the quiet of your own space, you are practicing in a safe place. There is no one to judge you. You can say hello 50 times if you want to. You can practice that difficult TH sound over and over. Each time you repeat something, it becomes a little bit easier. It feels a little bit more familiar. This familiarity is the base of confidence. Think about learning to ride a bike. At first, it feels unsteady and scary. You might fall. But with each practice ride, you get steadier. You learn to keep your balance. You start to feel more confident. Your evening English practice is like those short, steady practice rides. It's not about going fast. It's about building that inner feeling of being stable. The mental benefit of ending your day with a short English practice for a beginner learner is huge. It changes English from a difficult task into a manageable, even comforting, part of your life. Instead of feeling like you failed if you didn't learn everything, you can feel successful because you chose to take part. You took a small, positive step. This steady, low-pressure engagement builds a feeling of accomplishment. It tells your brain, I can do this. I am making progress. This feeling of progress is incredibly encouraging and directly helps everyday English fluency by making the learner feel more capable and less worried about using English in real-life situations. When you feel more confident, you are more likely to speak, to listen carefully, and to try new things with English. It creates a good cycle. Practice leads to confidence, which leads to more practice. Imagine you are getting ready for a party. You might choose clothes that make you feel good, a style that makes you feel confident. Your evening English practice is like choosing your English clothes for the next day. You are getting yourself ready to feel comfortable and prepared. Get ready for the next day. Finally, ending your day with a little English practice is like setting a positive intention for tomorrow. It gets your mind ready for another day of learning. When you have had a gentle review, your mind is already prepared for English. You might wake up thinking about a phrase you practiced, or you might feel a little more eager to start your next English activity. It creates a smooth change. You are not jumping from sleep into a brand new, difficult English lesson. You are gently returning to it, building on what you have already done. This steady cycle, learn, practice, review, repeat, is the engine of everyday English fluency. It makes sure that your learning is continuous and that you are always building on a strong base. So, as you wind down tonight, try it. Take just a few minutes. Say good night in English. Think of one word you learned today. Repeat a simple sentence. Listen to a short phrase and try to say it back. It might feel small, but these small moments add up. They are the quiet steps that lead to great fluency. You are not just ending your day, you are taking care of your English journey, making sure that every word and sentence you learn has a comfortable place to rest and grow, ready to greet you with the morning sun. This thoughtful way of doing things makes sure that your English journey continues smoothly, getting you ready for the exciting challenges and chances that a new day brings. Conclusion: you have reached the end of this book. This is a great thing. You have taken a big step to speak and understand English well. Remember, we talked about making English part of your whole day? That is the main idea of what we did. It is not about hard lessons. It is about simple, useful English that fits into your life. As you finish this book, know that you are not just ending a course. You are starting on a path to something special, speaking English easily every day. What does speaking English easily every day mean? It means feeling good and sure when you use English in normal parts of your day. Think about it. Understanding people when you shop, ask for directions, or talk with a friend. It is about using easy, everyday sentences that sound natural, not like you are reading. We showed you how to do this by putting English practice into your mornings, your travel, your work, and your free time. You learn simple sentences you can use many times, so they are easy to remember and quick to say. Practicing when you are moving, listening, and speaking without needing a classroom makes learning feel normal and good. This way works because it is how we all learn language, a little at a time, through our days. It is perfect for beginners like you. It builds a strong start without feeling too much. Think about all the small wins you have had. You worked hard, and it shows. Your ears are now better at hearing English sounds. You practiced saying phrases, and you should feel more ready to speak. By saying sentences many times and using your headphones, you are starting to sound more like people who grew up speaking English. Most important, you learned how to make English part of your daily life. You have built a useful set of tools for your English journey, and you know which simple tools to use and when. Remember, this is about moving forward, not being perfect. Every small step you take is a success. This book is just the start. Your journey to speaking English easily every day will continue. Keep practicing those daily habits and sentences we covered. Try making your own simple English sentences based on what you do each day. Look for easy English things to listen to, like short videos or songs. Do not be afraid to make mistakes. They are a normal part of learning. Stay curious and find what you like about English. By continuing to bring English into your whole day, you will keep getting better at speaking. One simple sentence at a time. I truly believe you can become fluent. Your ability to speak English easily every day is built in these small, regular moments each day. Thank you for letting me help you on this journey. I wish you all the best and much happiness as you continue to speak and understand English with confidence. Happy learning!